there, Cancer. I hope you guys are doing well. My apologies for getting this reading out late. There's been a lot on my plate. My apologies. I'm going to go ahead and pick the first energy, and these are major arcana cards. Okay, that's coming out. So these are major arcana cards. This is going to be the overall energy for what's going on in your reading, okay? We have the Hermit here. So introspection, looking through things, being honest with yourself, being very genuine in regard to what works for you on multiple levels, fortifying your energy and coming into new space after a level of self-searching, meditation. It's being real with yourself, but also dealing with situations that affect you on a multitude of levels. And usually it's an energy where we are focusing in more so on a spiritual level. What works with us spiritually. My apologies. I don't mean to be coughing, but I am. All right, show me the energy present for the sign of Cancer. What's going on for Cancer, please? So first card out, Cancer, you have the Five of Pentacles coming out in reverse. Show me more for Cancer. Queen of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarian energy. More for Cancer. You have the Four of Swords coming out in reverse with the Six of Wands. Two more cards for Cancer. Seven of Pentacles. One more for Cancer, please. King of Pentacles. With the Magician at the bottom of the deck. Some of you may be dealing with an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Some of you may be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Either way, there's a considerable amount of figuring out what you want to do in this situation. The Five of Pentacles here talks about coming forth out of a dark space. It's no longer being silent, no longer being away, no longer being kept at arm's length. It's also an energy where if you're dealing with financial aspects, it's where we are needing to essentially find higher ground within our financial range, build more, make more money. It's fortifying yourself essentially. The Queen of Wands here is that fire energy, but it's somebody who knows what they want and they go after it. Now, this doesn't have to be a financial situation, Cancer. This can be a situation where we have been emotionally disrupted, where we've had, a fair amount of time to think about a situation or get out of a heartbreak and start moving forward in our own right, feeling successful, steady with it. The Four of Swords here, the Queen of Wands, she basically goes after what she wants. She's a very powerful energy. She feels like she's worthy. She feels desirous of what she wants and she goes after it. She's very much like the King of Wands. There's that fire energy. It's communication, action. These are action cards. Getting up and going, doing things, getting yourself out of debt, getting yourself out of a low space regarding, maybe where you'd been discarded before by a partner. The Hermit here talks about a long time thinking, feeling, going through your feelings, going through emotions. What have you unearthed? What message, what outcome have you come to? The Four of Swords in reverse is an interesting card where we are needing to, or where we are coming out of a state of quiet, a state of being away from people. Maybe we've blocked some people out. Maybe we've just kind of turned ourselves off and shut down for a while. It's a card of healing. In reverse, that card, it says, I've taken the time I need for me. I understand what I need to do, and I'm moving forward. You have beautiful cards next to these cards in reverse. So the Five of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, those are cards of either coming out of a place of lack, feeling better about yourself. It's like kind of that next phase in the situation. All right, I'm not dead. I can continue on. I've licked my wounds. I figured some things out and I can move forward. The Queen of Wands and the Six of Wands, we have energies that are gung-ho, all steam ahead, you know, like full steam ahead. It's go time. It's make things happen. It's ready to do things. Some of you are in evaluation periods with a King of Pentacles, an earth sign here. It doesn't have to be male. It could be female, whatever it is, but that often denotes an energy of stability. It denotes somebody who's willing to go down the path with you. They take their time. They don't rush into things simply and easily. They take their time, they see it, they view it for what it is. And this is a card of stability. I don't know if these are expressing both of your energies of how you're coming up, Cancer. But either way, you know, this is about evaluating what makes best sense for you. The Magician at the bottom of the deck, these are the overlying energies, the Magician, the Hermit. What is it that you're focusing on right now that needs your fullest attention? You know, I don't know if it's a relationship situation for you. That may be the situation at hand, but either way, if you've got the King of Pentacles here with the Seven of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles in reverse, this is basically telling me that you're getting your shit together. You're doing whatever you can to take care of yourself. You're doing what you can to be mindful of the things that you spend money on. You know, how can you cut I don't mean to make you sound cheap, Cancer, but like, how can you cut corners? How can you how can you make things last? How can you stretch that dollar? That's kind of what I'm feeling here. And I don't think you're necessarily coming out of like, you know, poverty. I mean, some of us are. I grew up in poverty, like below the poverty line, you know, but we have to rise above it. We have to move forward if we don't want to stay in that, you know? With the Five of Pentacles in reverse, you have the opportunity to basically challenge yourself to step within a new sense of power, a new sense of being, something that you may not be comfortable with, but it's putting your foot out there, putting yourself out there, putting your best foot out there, you know, to make things happen and change. It's about perseverance. It's about evaluating things from the past that you've already experienced. You know, some of you, this isn't even a relationship situation. This is really looking at your habits of spending. It's looking at the things that you hold close to you, looking at the things that make sense to you as far as like stability goes, you know, your surroundings, the things that you fill your life with. What are those things? Do they need an upgrade? This whole energy is about an upgrade. Okay, Cancer? So whether that be a person, whether that be a situation in your life, a new job, a new way of thinking about how you sustain your money in your life, there's an upgrade here or a need for an upgrade. So let's go ahead and pull some cards here. Right as I say that, I actually wanted to put this deck back and choose another. I'll leave those cards there for now. We'll just do it. Okay. No. Okay, we won't. We won't. I'm gonna do the deck that I felt drawn to. Just have to dig it out real quick. My apologies, Cancer. Hang on one sec. Okay, so for what you got for the King of Pentacles, you have the Tower and the Four of Wands. And the Queen of Wands. All right. Okay, show me. Thank you. So for the Five of Pentacles in reverse, you have the King of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. For the Queen of Wands, you have the Three of Swords here. You have the Star. And you have the Hermit coming out in reverse. He's over here upright. So this is doing the work on yourself, which is great. You know, with the King of Swords here, sure, you could have been let go by somebody who was an air sign. You could have been dealing with somebody who was very cold or very calculated. You could have also been kept at arm's length by somebody who didn't really communicate much with you. But on a personal level, I feel here, Cancer, that this is an energy where you are getting yourself out of a mindset of self-lack. It's kind of a rut that you're getting yourself out of in regard to the situation. It's opening yourself up to the potentials of new things in your life and feeling bold and getting the ball rolling. It comes after a period of frustration. It comes after a period of heartache. Show me the Four of Swords in reverse for Cancer. So you have the Nine of Wands for the Four of Swords in reverse. This is basically taking things slow, building your courage up, building your strength up. You know, when you've kind of come out of a situation where it leaves you shell-shocked, it takes a while to get back to yourself. It takes a while to adopt a new sense of self overall, you know. That can be difficult for people, you know, but it takes time. And if anything, what this Nine of Wands can talk about is creating healthy boundaries within situations. So if we're talking about a personal situation with your finances, where do you hold off on your purchases? Where do you make sense of the things that your money is going towards? What is your money going towards, you know? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot that are like little, I'm being, Jesus Christ, words, please come forth. So like the other day I was going through my bank statements and stuff, and I'm looking at all these little weeny charges, and I'm like, what is this about? Spotify, you know, some sort of like vitamin that I hadn't used in like 6 months, you know, random shit, like I'm on some sort of subscription for this and this and this. I don't look at them. I don't pay attention to them, yet they're siphoning money off of my card every month. So I had to trim the fat. I had to look at those situations and say, do I need this? Do I need this? Do I need this? All right, time to cut it. Time to, you know, trim it out. It's about getting balanced with yourself. It's about finding healthy boundaries within the things that need boundaries, you know? Okay, I'm not willing to pay this. I'm not willing to spend this. I'm not willing to do this and this and this. I'm going to have basically my wall up towards that. I'm going to make sure that that doesn't happen. Show me the Six of Wands here. So you have the Four of Pentacles for the Six of Wands. So if you've made up your mind in regard to how you're going to get out of like debt, it seems like you've made up your mind and you're doing it. It feels like there's a fair amount of support with that here, Cancer. I don't know. I'm not getting like, sure, it could be viewed in and out as a love reading, and I think there's aspects and elements of that here, but I'm really feeling more of like a personal pursuit. Honestly, that's what I'm feeling here. With the Six of Wands and the Four of Pentacles, it's like, no, I've decided how I'm going to do this. I'm going to stick to it. I'm not going to divert from this situation, which is great. It's good to be stubborn with yourself. You know, a lot of the times people have difficulties committing to something because they don't know what it's going to end up as, or they don't have that mindset, you know. We get used to the things that we're used to, but when we are sick of it enough, you know, how do we change it? Well, this is about changing it. Show me the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles talks about energy that we basically have evaluated. It's a period of evaluation. You have 3 cards popping out here. So you have the Sun, Queen of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. So for some of you, I feel like you may be looking at different options in regard to what makes you feel best. You're going to be looking into situations that make you feel happiest, and there are going to be situations that lead you to absolute longevity. For some of you, you will be ending up with a King of Pentacles energy. This is that type of moving towards positivity. It's very stable. It's somebody that is oftentimes well-rounded, well-off. Even if they're not well-off, it's somebody who's not shy of working. They work their ass off for what they want, and they are stable. You have the Queen of Wands, you've got the Queen of Cups, you've got the King of Swords, and you have the King of Pentacles. If this is a reading with people in it, you have other influences out there. You may have left somebody who hurt you poorly, you know, but now you're like on this new path, a new trajectory. And I think you're paying more attention now, Cancer, to the things that actually make you feel better about yourself. Here you are, the Queen of Cups. It's your card, Cancer. It's sandwiched between the Sun and the Ten of Pentacles. Whatever you're headed towards, person or not, person or personal pursuit, it feels like you get a lot of really positive energy that comes from that. With the Tower, the Four of Wands, the Queen of Wands here for the King of Pentacles, I'm going to pick another card here. Actually, I already did. I'll do it again, though, just to support it. But it feels like you have something that is laying a foundation. It feels like you have the opportunity for something that comes in quick, that moves forward in that regard. It's like building a foundation, changing things for the positive. Give me one more for the King of Pentacles. The High Priestess and the King of Pentacles. Some of you, the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck, some of you, the energy that's being presented here, Cancer, is some of you are some of you are keeping this shit quiet and you're just going about your life, okay? Some of you, this situation, if you do meet somebody and it may come out of the blue, you're going to keep it quiet. I don't think that this is a situation where you're being kept as a third party or being kept out of, kept quiet or whatever it is. Like, I think you're in the know. If you're with somebody, there's some sort of, forward movement, but this all comes at a very, very quick speed, whether it's a person or whether it's a change in your position in life. There's abundance that's coming forward towards you at a very rapid pace. And if this is where you end up, Cancer, if this is you represented and somebody else represented, you're both coming up as stable parties. You're both coming up as energies that basically, you don't take bullshit. You do what you need to do to make what you need happen. Like, it's being accountable for your life, being accountable for your actions. And it's about maintaining the things that are in your world, not the feelings and emotions, but like the tactile, the car, the home, the food, all of the real stuff that, not to say emotions aren't real, but a lot of the stuff that needs to be tended to, here you're tending to them. Even if you're not in a situation with somebody, it's like you're getting to a certain point in your life where you're actually able to step into that role, where you are your own support system. And you stabilize things quite well. Give me one for the Tower. Okay. So give me one for the Tower, and you have the Tower. And you have two cards that popped out here. So you have the Page of Pentacles in reverse, and you have the Five of Swords in reverse. Now, the Page of Pentacles in reverse, I'm honestly, I'm reading this as, especially with the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck, I'm reading this as a person, like, it's almost like internal. I don't believe this is for somebody who's like dealing with a bunch of people. I feel here with the Page of Pentacles in reverse, this is kind of like needing to cut out the energy of grandstanding in your life, not committing to things, being unaware of the direction you're going in, not studying what you need. It's having to call that out. The Five of Swords in reverse, that's about getting rid of self-sabotage. We subject ourselves to self-sabotatory energies all the time. It gets in our way. With the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck, this is about taking responsibility for your actions, your life, and moving things through. It's about being illuminated and feeling ready to go, standing in your power, moving towards your desires. It's highlighted with the Queen of Wands, but I think it comes to a zenith with the King of Wands. Show me the Magician. Come on, don't stick. Okay. So, on the floor, the Magician. Upright, or actually not upright. The Hermit came out here. Yeah, okay. So, you have here the Ten of Swords in reverse. You have the Four of Cups in reverse. And you have the Page of Cups in reverse. Some of you, this is going to be an energy where you're getting over pain experiences from people who disregard you, people who treated you coldly and poorly. It's basically not choosing to move forward with that energy. You have other things going on in your life. With the Page of Cups in reverse, this is not getting apologies. It's not communicating. It's not maintaining friendships. It's sometimes depression within children. It's a lot of things, but I feel here in some regard, you may need to just let go of whatever this was, because it feels like that energy is not going to give you what you need. This is about taking power and moving forward in your own life here, Cancer. King of Wands, bottom of the deck. We're going to leave that there. So let's go ahead and get a, I want more. Is this for, I don't know. Romance angels, give me something. What's going on here for this reading for Cancer, please? Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. You know, on a personal note here, I feel like this is more so gearing towards energy that you need to heal within your own life, things that you've kind of learned along the way that may be getting in your own way. But I feel here in this past energy, Cancer, that you're doing that and you're kind of at this stepping off stage where you're moving towards something very, very positive. But I think overall, there's an energy of forgiveness and healing that needs to happen. And it may not even be with your parents. You know, this could just be things that you've experienced in life as a child, or, you know, how we progress within relationships and we find them to be one way when, you know, we believe them to be one way, where there's multitudes of ways to experience a relationship. So let's go ahead and get a oracle card. I want to clarify the Hermit. Show me the Hermit here for Cancer. So you have the Seven of Swords here for the Hermit, with the Seven of Cups. Yeah, I feel that this is the energy of where you've basically, yeah, okay. And here's the Four of Swords. You have the Four of Swords here too. So basically, this is the healing time. This was the healing period, dealing with either a King of Swords or somebody who just disregarded you and didn't value your energy and your placement in their life. But now you basically, with a Hermit, this is getting over that and moving towards what you want. You have options and opportunities. This also may have been somebody who had other options and treated you poorly. So let's go ahead and get a Oracle, Crystal Oracle, okay. Rose Quartz, Auralite, Turquoise, Rose Quartz, Unconditional Love. Rose Quartz is full of unconditional love and infinite peace. It draws loving relationships to you, heals past emotional traumas, and provides support during a crisis. You are a beautiful soul who has infinite peace deep within and enormous empathy. Relationships are where you learn your soul lessons. Heal heartbreak or abuse and dissolve toxic emotions and pain that prevent you from giving and receiving love. You have power to love unconditionally and to support others. Forgive yourself. Love and beauty approach. Love and beauty approach. Loneliness is at an end. Emotional blockages dissolve. Do not accept blame. Recognize that unconditional love and friendship draw exactly the right people to you. Once you love yourself, you can give and receive love from others. Support is available in a crisis. Unconditional love is the greatest gift you can give to yourself and another. I feel that that's kind of the energy, relationship or not, that's coming through here. This whole energy it's like an upgrade. It's a sense of new awareness of the self and moving towards what you want. Some of you may end up in a situation with the King of Pentacles, but things have to break down here. Old ways. Okay, Auralite. Auralite, the soul connector. Auralite 23 has a sedative effect on the mind, stilling it so that profound healing and conscious connection with your soul, the universal mind, and higher dimensions occur. You are a multi-layered soul on a course of accelerated spiritual growth. You came to Earth to share your knowledge. You have an ability to move between different dimensions to anchor new vibrations into the Earth plane. The slowness and seeming impossibility of this task have brought disillusionment and discontent. But do not despair. Raise your own consciousness and others will follow. Recognize that you are an integral part of humanity. Center yourself in inner peace and connect to your higher mind before making a decision. Beneficial contacts come through friends and family. It is not so much in a way you know as whom that counts now, and that includes higher beings. Turquoise. True riches. A copper-based stone attracting good fortune since antiquity, turquoise was popular for protective amulets, sacred to Hathor, Venus, and to Buddha. It linked earth and sky and made a potent love charm. Your pathway is one of self-realization. Qualities you cultivate now drive your spiritual evolution forward. Draw on your karmic wisdom of past life skills, release vows that no longer serve you, and speak what used to be unspeakable. Watch your health and avoid polluted environments. Brilliant success and happiness are coming. Fortune favors you. You navigate the way forward with sure-footed confidence, but watch your personal safety and deal with problems immediately. Good friends accompany you. You are in the spotlight and others rely on you. Your true riches lie not in the bank, but in your heart. Absolutely, but I think they're also going to be in your bank as well, Cancer. Okay, so weird little thing right here that I'm picking up on. You may have like 2 setbacks, but things are going to come through. Things are moving forward. I don't know what those setbacks may be. I don't know what that information is, but it feels like those are going to be defining points for you to actually move forward in a different way. It's like, okay, no, that didn't work. Let's go this way. That might not work. Let's go this way. But then it seems to like smooth out. I think you have a lot more coming that's very positive for you, Cancer. But I feel that we need to like let go of past trauma, past pain, and start to trust new things. And if you're around people that don't feel trustworthy to you, you're going to need to use your internal radar to pick up on that and get yourself out of that situation, or just kind of block ties with those people. You need to be on board with you. Okay, so I'm going to close this down here. I hope this was helpful, Cancer. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And if you choose to donate, there's a link in the description box below. I will talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.